Hi everybody, welcome back to Eating in April's. Now, I don't know about you, but we get into the habit of going to a particular restaurant and then it'll close on us. We go to this one Chinese place down the road and no other Chinese places, and they close for like 10 days at a time. The only time that they can make dinner for us is on a weeknight when Ted is off, which almost never happens, or on a Saturday night. And this week, Ted has to work Saturday from 1 to 9, so we don't get our stir fry from them this week. And they're an older couple, so I know they're not going to be around forever, and I'm tired of going without my favorite foods, so I learned how to make Chinese stir fry. And I modified it a little bit to our dietary restrictions and our taste, but I'm going to show you a really easy stir fry recipe that I use for chicken, and let's get started. Okay, so I've got the water boiling first, and I have the oil heating in the pan. Go ahead and lower that heat a little bit. Now, I've got about 1 pound of chicken here, and I'm going to put it in the bowl. I've got about a teaspoon of freshly minced ginger, maybe 2 teaspoons. You can use more or less, and this is just a little over a pound. And I've got the chicken pieces cut pretty small, about 2 bites per piece. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. Oh, wait. First, I'll make the paste first. Sorry. And that's very easy. A little bit of sesame oil, maybe a teaspoonful, just for flavor. A little bit of salt. A little bit of black pepper. If you like it spicy, you can use red pepper or Sichuan pepper. A little bit of cornstarch. I'm going to use 3 teaspoons. Uh, 2.5. And you can use rice wine or rice vinegar, but I use good old Chardonnay. Like the wine drinking bitch that I am. Plus a little bit of water. Couple teaspoons maybe, just enough to give it just a dash of flavor. Just a teeny bit. Then a little bit of water, about the same amount. Okay? Smells good. Now, what gives this stir fry the flavor is the ginger and the sesame. You can put in a little bit of soy sauce if you want to, but I don't use it. If you have to go gluten-free, use turmeric for your soy sauce. All right, so that's just a little slurry. Now I'm going to put my chicken in. Now there's 2 different ways to do this. You can put the cornstarch in after you make everything, but this is just an easy way to do it. And you're going to stir everything together. See? Stir it all together. Get it all coated real good. Smells so good. Okay. Now stir fries are a little different than just sauteing. It's more like frying chicken, deep frying. You can put that in the pan and it's going to go whoosh. Some people will let this sit for a while, but I don't. So you got medium-high heat, and you're going to watch. You're going to go like this when you put it in. There we go. Now, while that is cooking, you're going to get your vegetables ready. I have this lovely array. I've got bok choy and celery. I've got carrots, and I have broccoli. Okay, that's boiling. Just slide all that in there. This saves you from stir-frying this stuff and putting oil on it. I'm also going to throw my mushrooms in. Green onions I'm going to save to the last, though. Put that lid on there. Now this is cooking up pretty quickly, and since these are small pieces of chicken, it's going to cook fast. There we go. Smells wonderful. So once you put your vegetables back in, the water is going to be cold, so you have to bring it back to a boil. And you can cook this a little faster, a little slower, however you want to do it. There's no right or wrong way. This is very simple and low fuss. Smells really good. Okay, that's almost boiling. Now, I've used all of the sesame oil that I'm going to use. You can use more if you want to. I'm going to adjust for my seasonings when I'm done cooking the salsa. I like to use this to turn the chicken pieces. Okay, there we go. Got a boil on there. So we're just going to give those vegetables about 2.5 minutes. You want them pretty much cooked through. Very nice. Now, the marinade as well as the flavoring from the vegetables is what's going to give your stir fry the taste. So, if you want to use white pepper in it, you go ahead and you use white pepper. If there are some other seasonings that you want to use, you go right ahead and do it. But this is just a very simple way. If you don't like ginger, don't use ginger. But I do. But if you want green bell pepper, if you want pea pod, go ahead and you put all that in there. Okay? If you want regular white onions, that's fine too. You can actually, if you have a firmer onion than the green, you can put that in to boil with the vegetables. Now this chicken is cooking up very nicely, and it's going very quickly. I discovered that this is good to make a day ahead. You can make this a day ahead, and you can pop it in the refrigerator, believe it or not. Okay, I think the vegetables are done. I'm just going to put them in the strainer. Strain all that water off. When this chicken is almost completely done, I'm going to add my low sodium chicken broth. If you are doing a vegetarian thing, you can replace the chicken with tofu, and you can use your vegetable broth or water to make the sauce for this, or you can reserve some of the broth that you boil the vegetables in. Now, if you use a wok and use the heat higher and put the chicken pieces even smaller, it's going to fry up so much quicker. We're almost 10 minutes in at this point, and I have this on 6 out of 8 high heat. And see, there's enough oil in this, it's moving around. It's not sticking, you know? But I don't have so much that it's swimming in oil. That's one thing that I do when I make a stir fry. That's one of the reasons why we don't go to a lot of restaurants. One restaurant in particular, my husband point blank said to them, "Can you make this with less oil?" And they screamed at him. So, if you have an iron stomach and you can eat any amount of oil, okay, fine. We can't. Getting done. I'm going to cook this chicken until it is completely done, as in no pink at all, completely done. But it's getting there, so I'm going to go ahead and put the green onions in. Stir that around. And I used, you see here, I used a lot of green onions because I use a lot of vegetables. So this is seasoning. This green onion is flavoring not only the chicken, but the vegetables also. That's cooking well, so I'm going to start with a quarter cup of this. I'm going to turn it all the way up to high. What's going to happen is the cornstarch and this broth are going to thicken. Now, something else you can do. Put a lid on it for a little bit, just to steam that chicken. Now, see, I have plenty of vegetables here. I like to have as many vegetables or more vegetables than I have meat. I just really do. Oh, that's a nice, nice broth. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find my largest piece of chicken, and I'm going to see if it's done. Yep, that chicken's done. So now, put your veggies in. Stir it up. Just going to put a teeny little bit more broth in. Maybe another tablespoon. Not very much at all. Oh, I dropped a piece on the floor. What a shame. Such a beautiful chicken dish. And I'm going to use my broth. See if it needs any seasoning. A little more salt. This is enough to feed us and have some left over for another helping. Some people have bigger appetites than us, though. So I'm not going to tell you how much of this you want to eat. Perfect. And that's done. Most of this is just preparing everything. It probably took me about 15 minutes to get everything chopped and ready before I made this video. But part of that was because I put it pretty on the plate so you could see it. And it took about 13 minutes to fix the whole thing from start to finish, including cooking the meat, and then cleanup will be maybe 10 minutes. So as you can see, making a stir fry at home is a piece of cake. And if you've not done it, I highly encourage you to do it. You can see in my kitchen, I don't have any of the appropriate Asian cooking utensils. I don't have a wok. I don't have the big chopsticks that they use in those professional kitchens, but I made it good. And that has been another episode of Eating at April's, and I will see you next time.